Okay, I already filmed this video like 57 times. One, I went on a walk and I thought I would do a walk-in talk. Well, it's hot as all get out outside. Literally, it's hot as Hades. So that didn't work. And then I videoed it on my real camera and that was out of focus because I don't have a real ring light. So went with trusty old iPhone. And as long as this is in focus and the audio is good, I'm uploading it. It's a life update. I'm going to do a little bit of chitty chatting, and I personally like long YouTube videos and I listen to people chitty chat about their lives all the time. So that's the kind of video that I want to make. And I just thought I would do some life updates. So we'll start in December, and apparently I'm going to talk with this. Let me get off topic really quick. Okay, this is the stirrer for some Mickey mugs that I got at Home Goods. Okay, this is Mickey in a pumpkin, and then there's a Mickey pumpkin on the actual back of this. I don't know if this is in focus. Hope it is. Oh, and this is just adorable. And then I also got the classic Mickey pumpkin. This one will obviously be for like decoration, not to drink out of, because it's just not, doesn't really make sense. So anyway, enough with that. Life updates. In January, I got a new job. And I'm working for a radio station and I'm in social media, which literally love like everything about my job. I think I have the best team, the best boss. I love my job. And I actually like what I do is my job. You know, a lot of people are like, well, I like my coworkers, but I don't care about my job. And I'm like, no, I actually like pretty much everything about my job. The one downside is that it is a 45-minute drive, but that's okay. It has not bothered me really. I work a really early shift, so there's never really any traffic. Please ignore Hank. We're going to push through. Anyway, in like April-ish, I started feeling like, you know, when I was praying and just like in my life, I was like, there's some shifting happening and I don't really know what all that looks like or what that means. So I kept it to myself and I prayed about it. And one thing led to another. And I felt like it was time for me to move. Well, I live in Murfreesboro, and my church is in Murfreesboro, and my life is in Murfreesboro. So I was like, well, if I'm going to live in Nashville and my job's in Nashville, you know, like I've commuted from Nashville to Murfreesboro for church before. So I was like, I'll just do it again. But the more I prayed, the more I felt like God was opening the door and just inviting me to walk into a whole new season. And I was terrified, and I still am a little bit nervous. I'm not even done serving at my church until the end of September. So I'm still there and just enjoying my time there with my people. Also, my roommate just got home. So, hey, Bria, if you're here, we're just going to push on through. So, yeah. Murfreesboro, only my church. And, yeah, it's been bittersweet. I got to quit saying, and, yeah. It's been bittersweet because I love the people and I've grown up here, so to speak, all of my 20s. Please hold. I'm not gonna cry. But I also know that the next season is gonna be really exciting. So me and my sister are getting an apartment in Nashville. And I am so looking forward to that. This whole year has just been weird for me. I've had like such a mix of like emotions that just do this. Because I'm so nervous to go to a new church and to find a new community. And it doesn't mean like I won't still have my Murfreesboro people, but just distance does that, you know. So I am so nervous to find a new community, but I'm also like already missing the people that are here and my small groups and my friends. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Get it together. So like feeling those two emotions at the same time, but then also feeling so excited to move to Nashville and get to live with my sister. Like there are just so many things that are exciting about moving back in with Melanie. We haven't lived together since I was in high school, and I'm just excited. I think it's going to be a good time. She also has a dog, so that's going to be an adventure. But yeah, I'm just excited to move back in with my sister. I'm excited for movie nights. I'm excited to cook together, to eat together, just to be best friends. So excited about that. And then at the same time, feeling so nervous to move again. Just constantly like, I'm feeling this and this. Two things at the same time. And that's been a trend for the whole year. Okay, so I've updated my job. I've updated church. The last thing I kind of wanted to just put out there on the internet, partially for accountability, but also just because I've been thinking about it for a while and I haven't actually done it. I think I would like to take, not time off of Instagram, but actively restrict the amount of time that I'm spending on Instagram. I've been setting, what is it called? You know, those things where time limits on my apps. So I'm thinking I'm going to limit my time on Instagram to like an hour a day, which sounds crazy for me personally, because I spend a lot more than an hour a day on Instagram. Don't judge me, or do judge me. I don't care. It is what it is. I don't want to continue to spend that much time on Instagram. Also, my job is social media, so I'm literally scrolling and on socials all day, and then I get home and I'm on socials again. It's just not good for anybody. And then it also, of course, plays into other things where it's just like, right now it's a thing, you know, for there to be influencers on the internet, and I am then influenced. I'm just admitting it. I'm easily influenced, so then I feel like I can't stick with anything because every time I'm like, oh, hey, I think I found something that works for me, another influencer comes along and like, you know, this literally is anything from like fashion to diets to skincare to cooking, decor, every facet of my life. I feel like I'm being influenced, and it's making it hard for me to to listen to God and make sure that I'm on the right track for me, for my life. So because of that, I feel like I need to restrict some of my time on Instagram. This doesn't really apply to my travel agent Instagram because that's like a totally different space. It just is very different. But yeah, my personal Instagram, all of that to say, if you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing, if you care at all, and not like in a self-deprecating way, but I'm like, I don't really know why you would, but if you do, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm efforting to do a weekly vlog and just kind of pick up the camera and do a catch-up every day, and then edit that together at the end of the week and upload a weekly vlog to keep in touch with people, and then also just to document where I'm at in life because I think it's so fun to go back and rewatch. Genuinely love taking my camera places. I love videoing. I really enjoy editing. So, and I don't do any heavy editing, but I like the whole process. It's fun, and then you have a finished product and you put it on YouTube. So I think I'm just going to kind of push more in that direction because I need to spend less time on the internet. All right. I think that was all of the updates. I don't know what else to say other than just it's been quite a year of leaning into God and how do I want to say this? Of leaning into God, but also learning how to trust that I do know the voice of the Holy Spirit, because in all of these choices that I'm making, I want to make sure I'm doing the thing that honors God. That's the most important thing in my life. And it's easier for somebody else to tell you if you're doing the right thing or not. That, you know, brings me reassurance. And I'm like, oh yeah, they agree with me. But it's harder whenever you're like, I believe that God's telling me to do this, and it looks not like what I thought my life was going to look like. So it's been a long process this year of me learning to trust that the Holy Spirit does speak to me and that I'm hearing correctly. So if you noticed that on socials or in person that I kind of was distanced or dipped out from like February to July-ish, I was just working through all of that, and I was just in the process. I was also apartment hunting and trying to figure out with my sister what month we could both move, you know, and getting settled in my new job while also trying to figure out how I can still be a travel agent because that's something I really enjoy. So yeah, that's just the life update. That's all I have. I think I am going to go ahead and finish talking and try to edit this long video. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, I would totally appreciate it if you did. Subscribe, and yeah, okay, that's all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.